Well, we're joined by Kyle Walker of Manchester City. Kyle, it was a terrific game to watch. We've talked to a couple of people that played in the game and they can't appreciate it at this stage because they were so involved. How about you?
Yeah, I think it's the same. I think once you're involved and you're down there running after them and, obviously trying to, make sure that your team wins, you're fighting for such a massive prize come the end of the season. You don't really appreciate it. When I go home tonight and I'll watch it back and, review what we could have done better, what I could have done better, I'll probably appreciate it a little bit more.
So you will do that? You will actually watch the game back tonight, will you?
Yeah, I always do that. I always try to, make sure I review my game. I don't dwell too much on it because I feel in the past what's done is done. But I feel that also, especially when you're playing in certain games like this from, these types of players, you can always learn and try and do better. Give us some sort of insight into the dressing room after the game. Was it a sense of... were you happy with a point? It's a difficult one because you come here as Manchester City, you come here to win. You come here to win. I feel that today we could have, I feel, the first half we probably had a little bit more of the control. Second half, the penalty, goals change games, and especially when you've got this crowd behind them, they're always going to be a force. So, listen, was a little bit disappointed knowing that we've kind of gifted them a goal a little bit, but as I say, to come here and get a draw, we both took points off for each other, we'll look at it like that. And then we'll move on now, which is going to be a big push for the end of the season.
Did you feel that the momentum shifted a bit in the second half? They seemed to be more dominant. They were attacking you more. You were having to do more defending yourself.
Yeah.
Diaz got into the game a little bit more. Obviously, the atmosphere changed as well. What happens when you get the ball back in those situations? Trying to take the sting out of the game a little bit. It seemed to be the case.
You try to, but when you've got players coming at you at speeds that they're coming at you and closing you down with really good angles, it's tough. It's tough. So there's a good analogy that I said in the dressing room that I seen Real Madrid play here, and Real Madrid went down 2-0. But the faces on the Madrid players, there was no panic. Yeah. There was no panic, and that's what I tried to get onto the lads onto the pitch. That don't panic. It's not over. I think Phil's had a great chance in the second half. Jeremy's hit the inside of the post and it's ricocheted back to the keeper. Obviously, they've also had good chances. So I feel with quality of players that we've got, we're always going to get a few chances. But I think here with the atmosphere and the crowd, it's about being calm. It's about showing a little bit of arrogance in a way. But, not too arrogant where it's, you're getting too confident and you gift them stupid goals.
One final thought, Kyle. Obviously, you're used to being in the midst of the title race.
Yeah.
Usually, it's you and one other.
Yeah.
This time, it's you and two others, it would seem.
Yeah.
Does that make a difference mentally to how you approach it?
No, definitely not. I think for the English Premier League, it's a great spectacle. To have 3 teams challenging for a title now, it's fantastic. Listen, we've spent a number of years battling with this club, for the title, and then Arsenal over the last 2 seasons. So to have 3 of us in the title, it's great. But obviously, do I wish that we've walked away with it and we've won it by now? Of course I do. But this is the game that I'm in. I love playing in matches like this. I love playing in big games and against good players. And, I feel this is when it shows character, when you've got people breathing down your neck, wanting you not to win that 4th Premier League in a row. I think that's when it'll show real, good players from, the average players.
Yeah, well, terrific spectacle today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Kyle Walker, after the second 1-1 draw of the season between these 2 fine teams.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.